Hey, amazing one. Welcome to Heal with the Healing Artist Show. If you're on here with me tonight, feel free to say, hey, I'm actually paying attention to the comments this time. So feel free to say hey to me. I would love to say hello. I'm so happy that you're joining me. Actually, this is our final episode for season 1. Yes, season 1. This is our last episode, episode 10, which is exciting. So, let's get into what we're going to be talking about today, actually. And we are talking about years of heartaches and headaches taught me that I am only as successful as the company I keep. So, yes, this is part 3 of our series today, and I share with you 2 types of people that could be sitting at your table of life. And today I'm going to share with you the 3rd type of person that could be sitting at your table of life. But before we get into that, I just have a question, and I want you to think about this. Who is sitting at your table of life right now? Okay. And do you have people around you who support your dreams? Okay. Do you have people around you who actually support your dreams? I want you to really think about that. Now, before we go any further, I want to invite you to a very, very special event that is coming up really, really soon. It's actually happening this month. So make sure that you absolutely register for the My Canva Workshop. All right. The My Canva Workshop is happening really soon. And this workshop is going to help you feel more confident using Canva and making design a breeze for you. You're going to get those insider design tips from me. And also, you're going to be able to create materials that attract attention and help you increase your sales. So registration is open right now. Make sure that you secure your seat today. All right. Now, this is a fabulous workshop. It is actually an encore because I've had a lot of people asking about this workshop. And so I am offering it again. And this workshop, we're going to have so much fun designing materials for your business, for your special events. You're going to love it. Okay. So if you ever feel overwhelmed by Canva, after this workshop, you're going to love Canva and you absolutely will not be overwhelmed. Okay. It's going to be a breeze. Okay. All right, so let's get back into what we're talking about today. Again, if you're online, feel free to say hey with me. I'm actually paying attention to the comments. I know the last few times I have not been paying attention, but I'm paying attention this time. So feel free to type in the chat, say hey, wave, or even just, type in your responses or whatever we're sharing today. Join in the discussion, all right? So I asked you, who is sitting at your table of life? And one of the things that I've been doing in the last couple episodes is really just having a little bit of fun about describing different types of tables of life, right? So let's go back through those again because they're always fun to take a look at. And the first one is the potluck, all right? So the potluck, does your table of life look kind of like the potluck? And a potluck is where everyone is welcome to bring something to the table. All right. Now, this time, they're not just bringing food to the table. They could be possibly bringing their own baggage to the table. All right. They could be bringing their own baggage to the table. And you're supporting them instead of them supporting you, right? It should be both ways where you should absolutely have reciprocity at your table so that when you give, they give back, right? So when you're feeding them, they're feeding you. Reciprocity. So is your table kind of like a potluck where people are coming to your table and they're sharing everything and they're bringing their baggage to you and you find yourself supporting them more than they're supporting you? Or Is it like a potluck where they're coming to your table and they're giving you their 2 cents? They're telling you how you should live your life as a creative person and how you should use your creative gifts, right? That's the potluck. And in about 2 episodes ago, I identified that I had the potluck table. All right. I invited everyone to sit at my table, and I really wasn't paying attention. Right. I just was open to anyone who come over and sit down and chat with me. Right. And then I started to learn that I needed to start paying more attention, and not just allow everyone to have a seat at my table of life. So the next one that we are talking about is the exclusive table. Is your table of life exclusive? And what I mean by this is that it's invitation only. All right. So you are very selective about who gets to sit at your table of life. Right? Not just anyone can just show up and just sit down, right? They have to be invited to be a part of your table of life, to have that front row seat to your life, right? So it's exclusive, invitation only, okay? The next one that we're talking about is the beautiful table. Now, the beautiful table is visually set up nice, okay? It's pretty, it's luxurious. It has beautiful tableware. It has the goblets. It has the centerpieces. It looks great from the outside. So when people come and sit at your table, they feel so like, ooh, ah, right? It's beautiful there. But deep down inside, when you're sitting at that table, are you wondering, are the people here sitting at my table? Are they really for me? Or are we just having artificial or superficial conversations, right? So that could be a question that may come to you when you're sitting at a beautiful table. So it looks nice out on the surface, but deep down, do you have those connections? Do you have people who absolutely support you and love you and want to see the best for you? All right, so those are 3 tables of life. We have the potluck, we have the exclusive, and we have the beautiful table of life. So think about which one do you have right now and how can you make it a little bit more exclusive? I think that might be the table we really should start aiming for, especially if we're trying to protect our special gifts and really start walking into our purpose. Okay? All right. So I'm going to share with you the third person who could be sitting at your table of life, and I highly recommend they should be sitting there. Okay. And that person is, who is sitting at your table of life? That person is the traveler. The traveler could potentially be sitting at your table of life, and you definitely want that type of person at your table, okay? The traveler, this type of person is a person who they may seem a little bit like the tourist, but not quite, okay? They're a little bit different. And these individuals, they actually walk along with you, right? So the traveler, they walk along the countryside with a purpose, and they absolutely enjoy the pleasure of viewing nature, but they go up for the long distance for a cause, right? And when you look at this from the standpoint of a traveler in your life and also in your business, a traveler is a person who is there for you, right? This person is someone who absolutely supports you. So let me paint a picture a little bit more for you and share with you what this looks like. So a traveler in your life is a person who has been with you from the start. And maybe they haven't been with you from the start. Maybe they, come in the middle of your journey, right? But they're with you and they're along with you when you're going up the hill, when you're going down the hill. They're crawling with you, they're running with you, right? This is a person who is with you and they're supporting you and they want to see you win, okay? This person wants to see you win. And whatever they can do to help you, they're going to do that, right? They're going to offer you resources. They're going to give you some encouraging words when you may feel down or when you're kind of second guessing yourself, right? They want to see the best happen for you. Okay. So this is what a traveler will do for you. All right. They are always there to cheer you on, especially when you feel like giving up. And they're there to lift you up and breathe life into your vision. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to type into a chat and let me know, do you have a traveler? All right. If you have a traveler in your life, say, yes, I have a traveler in my life. All right. I feel everyone should have at least one traveler in their life, someone that they can count on. And one thing for sure about me is I've had a lot of ups and downs. Now, yes, I did say it's popping over here, and it is popping. Okay. But in the midst of all that, there's always some low times, right? And during those low times, I've always had people that I could count on and that were there for me when I was down, right? They weren't the tailgater just around when the party was going great, right? They're there for me when it's not so great. Okay. And they could be there for me. And so just recently, I've had a mentor who just surprised me, and she shipped me a book. She sent me a book, Star Points. Okay. And I was so surprised. And I was like, oh my goodness, I got it in the mail. And it came to me right on time, because in that day I was kind of like feeling low and I was second guessing. I'm very good at doing that. That's a part of that perfectionist part of me. And I just happened to go to my mailbox and I found this package and I opened it and it was a book. And I was like, wow. And it's all about 31 strategies to illuminate your life, volume 1. And I was so excited when I got this. And the forward is by Les Brown. So I was so excited when I got this, and it really did, touch my heart to receive this. She just sent it to me because she was thinking about me, and, that really means a lot. And it's supportive information that I can utilize in my life and in my business, right? So that's who you want to have around, a traveler, right? Those are people who are sitting at your table and they want to support you. And these are individuals that not only are they supporting you, but you're supporting them too. So if you come across a resource or information that that could help them in their life or in their business or in their career, you're going to send it to them, right? Because again, it's about having reciprocity at your table. Okay. So this is what I want you to remember. Remember this: surround yourself with positive people who will push you towards your greatness. Okay. Surround yourself by positive people who will push you towards your greatness. Definitely remember that. Okay. That's the most important piece. And here is my life hack for you for today. Now, in the last 2 episodes, I shared some life hacks for you, and this is the one for a traveler. All right. This is how you can identify a traveler in your life. So here is my life hack. All right. So you're going to do your inventory. And when you're going to do your inventory, you can pick up your phone if you want to. And I would like for you to check your emails. Okay. You can go to your laptop, check your emails. And I want you to find out if you have anyone in there that is reaching out to you on a regular basis, or, every once in a while. It doesn't have to be every day or every month or anything, but someone that is reaching out to you. They're either checking on you, they're either giving you some encouraging words, they're sending you a resource. I have a good friend who always sends me resources, if she sees something that she knows will help me, right? So I want you to really start doing your inventory and thinking about who is really supporting you in your life. Okay. Who's really supporting you in your life? And I want you to really think about that. Okay. Now, let's recap. All right. We are going to recap, and we're going to take a look at the 3 people who could potentially be sitting at your table of life. Now, we have the tailgaters, and the tailgaters are people who are around just for the party, okay? They're around for you when everything's going right in your life, but they really have no real investment in you. So you really don't want to get too attached to them, okay? Because you can have those heartaches and headaches when you start getting attached to tailgaters, because you know they're only around for the good times. But when things aren't going so great, are they around? Not quite. All right, the next one is the tourist. All right, so tourists are secretly watching you. Okay, these are individuals who see your life as a movie. Okay, you're a movie to them. They love to, you know, so search your social media pages. They may not like anything, but they're definitely watching and looking and see what you're doing, right? Or they may be calling you and checking in to see what you've been up to in your life. These people are just sitting back, popping the popcorn in their mouths, waiting for you to fumble. All right. They're just waiting for you to fumble, waiting for you to fail in life. Okay. And so you really want to distance yourself from these folks because they're not positive people in your life and you don't got time for that, right? You want people who are positive in your life, right? Not people who are sitting around waiting for you to fail, okay? They're just reflecting negative energy towards you and you don't need that. And you especially don't need them on your social media. So if you have people on your social media page that, you know, really don't support you, it's time to let them go. All right. Now, for me, I have a very select group of people on my social media page. I don't have a really high, extensive number count, and that is okay with me because those who are on my social media pages are people that I have absolutely invited to my table of life. Okay. So I want you to really think about that. Now, the next person that we talked about is the traveler. And the traveler, they are the people who really want to help you launch your dreams further. Okay. These are the ones who really offer you the resources, the encouragement, and the support. So these are people that you definitely want to keep around. Okay. So they should be sitting at your table of life. And if you can get 10 travelers sitting at your table of life, because on average, the average person has about 10 people, 10 close friends around them, which also could represent family members as well too, right? So you can get 10 travelers around your table of life. You are on point, okay? On point. All right. So I want you to do your inventory and I want you to really think about who's sitting at your table of life. And if you have travelers in your life, type into the chat and say, yes, I got travelers in my life. So I definitely do. Again, I talked about my mentor, my coach who sent me a book, just sending me some love, let me know she was thinking about me, but also she uplifted me that day. And then also I have a friend who sent me another book. It's called Boundaries, because, you know, sometimes I struggle with those boundaries. So, because again, we are healing together here on the Healing Artist Show. Okay. So she sent me this book on boundaries, how to recognize and set healthy boundaries. I love that. By Anne Catherine. Yes. So you want to find people who are thinking about you and who really want to see the best for you, right? Another time, my sister-in-law, she wrote me a letter just to say that she wanted to support me. She's like, you know what? You're always encouraging me and supporting me, and I want to do the same thing too. And that is reciprocity, right? That's what it's about when we are supporting each other. So look for those people in your life who are going to fill up your cup just as much as you are filling up their cup too. Okay? That's what it is all about. All right. So remember this for sure, that you are destined for success. Okay? You are destined for success, amazing one. So please, please, please pay attention to who is sitting at your table of life, because having certain people at your table of life that don't deserve a front row seat, They can easily trip you up. They can easily distract you and misalign you from your purpose. And you're here for a reason. We're all here for a reason. Okay? We all have special gifts and talents. And we want to be able to utilize them and to be successful, right? And when you do that, you want to make sure you have the right people surrounding you, because you are only as successful as the people or as the company that you keep, right? It took me a while to learn that. And I'm learning it every day. And I'm discovering every day different things. So, it's a learning process. Every day you learn something new. All right, so I'm going to remind you one more time, because I don't want you to forget about this special event, because I want to support you, all right, on your journey. So if you have a special event that's coming up, or a book launch that's coming up, or a program that you are launching, or you just want to know how to use the Canva workshop, I would definitely love for you to register for the Canva workshop, my Canva workshop. And this is where you're going to learn how to make your design pop, okay? Because I am a professional graphic designer. I am happy to say that. And I'm going to share with you some real tips, okay? So make sure you register for My Canva workshop. It's happening really soon. This workshop is going to really help you feel confident using the Canva platform so that you can make design a breeze. And of course, you're going to have a live demo from me. I'm going to show you those special tips so that you can start creating materials that really attract attention, stop people from scrolling past your content. So make sure you register, because registration is open now, and secure your seat today, okay? Secure it today, all right? So amazing one. I just want to say thank you so much. This has been so much fun for me to do Heal with the Healing Artist show. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but I just thought, let me just do it. I always like to share some tips, some techniques. I always like to encourage people, especially people who are creative and are struggling to step into their creative power. Because I understand what that feels like when you're just not sure if your gifts are worthy enough, right? And that doesn't feel good. So I want you to know that you are worthy. You are more than enough worthy, okay? And you deserve to live a life that speaks to your heart, okay? Deep down inside. All right. So I absolutely want to say thank you so much. I hope that through this journey, you found some healing on Heal with the Healing Artist show. I certainly have myself. I've discovered some new things about myself, and I'm going to continue on with this journey. So yes, we're coming to episode 10. That went by so fast. And we're coming to the end of season 1. But we'll be back with season 2 with something even better. Okay. So again, thank you so much. I've had so much fun doing season 1. Thank you for watching. Feel free to go to my channel, check out all the other episodes. These 2 here happen to be my top 2 popular episodes. The most horrible thing my art professor said to me that I'll never forget. Definitely check that one out. Find out what they said to me, okay? And the other one is The Strangest Dream that helped me resolve years of confusion. Yes, now this episode is really cool because I actually paint my dream for you live as I'm describing to you what happened in the dream. So it's like really cool. And that one was so much fun, right? So make sure you go to my channel, check it out, watch all the episodes. Feel free to type in your thoughts and everything about it. Hey, Kathy, I see you on here. That is awesome. Hey, Dana, I'm so glad you guys are visiting. I love it. So, yes, make sure you check out my channel, and also go there and subscribe, okay? Like and subscribe. And the reason why is because even though our episode is coming to the end here, I'm still going to be doing some fun things right over there, okay? So I'm going to be doing some more painting. I'm going to be doing some more dream interpretations. You don't want to miss it. All right. So until I see you again, amazing one, continue to create, connect, and inspire others. And I'll see you in season 2. But make sure you check out my channel, like it, and subscribe. Mwah. Bye.